Okay, the gem, the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. Sometimes our gem is our life experience. That's how I feel about it. It means unique, shining, generative, irreplaceable. Yeah, every human being is irreplaceable. The moments of your life that glimmer are clues to where the gem resides. Don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to repeat it again. Find yours. In mythology, the diamond is often linked to the daemon or inner light that leads us toward our true self, our purpose, our destiny. Look at some oracle cards. I'm going to create some piles for these little tarot card readings for these little elephants. Choose some angel cards, and I'm going to choose an animal spirit oracle card, and then see if it can shed some light on what your gem is. I'm going to choose one of these cards, the OSHO cards, because they are so interesting, aren't they? And then I might do a few tarot cards just for added information, because when people have the life experience, for instance, someone who goes into the depths of addiction and manages to find their way out, the gem of their experience is that A, they know how to get out of addiction, right? So they've been in that place that knows how to claw itself out, and they've learned from the experience methods or things, triggers that work or don't work for them, and they're able to then share that with other people. That's the gem. They're being a role model for other people. That is the gem part of their life. And also that they're able to empathise deeply with other people who are suffering from the same addictions, right? People who haven't had the experience, never been through it, aren't necessarily as understanding or sympathetic or empathic to people who have no control over their addictions. They really, the addictions win. They become an alcoholic, they spend their life fighting alcoholism, but that alcoholic person, their gem was to be understanding when other people were suffering from any sort of uncontrollable behaviour, any sort of addiction or compulsion. They wouldn't judge another person, and that is the gem of their life experience, in that they became a person that other people could hope to be, other people could aspire to be, other people could have hope from that person, because they think, if that person can do it and one other person has done it, I can do it. It's like running the 4-minute mile. No one thought it was possible until someone did it, and now loads of people have done it. And it's like climbing Everest. That's almost like a day out for some people now. That was a huge obstacle that people didn't think could be overcome. I wonder why that is. Have we just become bigger and stronger, and so it's easier for us to conquer these things now? But the addiction problem hasn't gone away, has it, for people? And then the gem of finding the silver lining in every situation. If you've had a lifetime of poverty, say you've been brought up in poverty as a child, and you have no other way to entertain yourself or amuse yourself but by doing just that, amusing yourself. The gem of that is that when you're older, you don't necessarily fall prey to the distractions and addictions that a lot of people do fall prey to, because you've been conditioned to be able to cope mentally in a situation where there are no other distractions, there are no other poor behaviours or addictions calling you, because you know, you've learned and you've had an experience that the depth of that painful childhood experience of not having anything to do or play with or money to spend or that sort of life experience, the gem of that means that when you're older, you are able to cope with adversity. You're able to cope in times of abundance, because you still know that it can be taken away at any time, right? So you don't go wild when you're experiencing abundance, and you know how to live your life humbly, because you know what it is to have it all taken away. You know what it is to live without, right? So you appreciate it when you have got whatever it is that you've managed to achieve, like people or money or property or whatever it is that you've managed to get in your life that you didn't have when you were younger. You're able to fully appreciate that. So the gem of having a poverty experience is being able to appreciate the value of money, whereas some people never get to value that, and they miss out on that because it is a feeling. I'm just going to do 3 tarot cards for each of these gems. And sometimes the gem is a person in your life who you don't see as a gem, right? You know, like the pearl in the oyster is created by the friction, isn't it, within the oyster? Shall we do that? Yeah, we shall. I'm just going to do 2 separate piles. If somebody's giving you friction in your world, they could be offering you an unforeseen gem, because it helps you to grow a thicker skin, so you're not triggered and you're not bothered when people say horrible things to you, when people deliberately try and antagonise you. You don't rise to the bait, because you've had so much experience from a person who you saw as the bane of your life, but actually that person was your hidden gem, and you have to be grateful to that person for doing those sorts of behaviours, because now you're an expert in not rising to the bait, you know. So I'm going to open these cards in 2 halves and we'll see what comes up. Thanks for watching. See you in your reading. Let's have a look, shall we? The elephants protecting the gem, because the gem is definitely something that needs to be protected, but also it's something that has to be uncovered or discovered or realised. Oh, clarity. Love clarity. What a gem. That is definitely an absolute gift to have clarity, isn't it? Clarity of thinking. Abundance. Just as I was talking about the poverty and not having abundance, what is the gem to be found in abundance? Is there a gem? Wolf Keeper. And the bee, the community. So these 3 cards are showing the importance of more than one person. There's abundance of community and helpers and people and things to join in and do. There's an abundance of family and relations and friends and the group, the tribe, the herd. and then there's abundance of material wealth and riches. So the clarity comes from being able to appreciate all those things that are available to you and what it is that you've got. That is the gem, being able to appreciate what it is that you have got. Wow, we are the world. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? That's a perfect card for this reading. You saw me shuffle the cards, didn't you? Saw me shuffle them. And yet these groups of people, and in order to be able to fit in or blend in with these groups of people, you have to practice compromise. And these cards come up the other day, the compromise cards, even though I have shuffled those, and yet still the same cards come up. Because the importance of joining in, the importance of being part of something bigger than yourself, can only come about when you recognise that it's not just your role in it that matters. It's you've got to be able to blend in with other people as well. Right, now for you, let's have a little look at the tarot for the gem, shall we? What card you've got? You've got the Nine of Wands, the Wish card, Wish Fulfilled, the Strength to Do This card, and the Three of Cups, having something to celebrate. Now isn't that wonderful? So if you can dig around in your current reality and look with clarity at what is there, be really appreciative of what you've got, and more of the same will come to you in the form of what it is you're wishing for. So if you're wishing for a relationship, that will come to you when you're on the wavelength of being appreciative of everything that's already around you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, little green elephant. Shall we have a look at what the gem cards are bringing up for you? Purpose. Okay, so this is the gem of your life. This is the gem of your life. Healing. Now this green healing card often comes up with this green elephant because I feel like the green elephant is emotional harmony and spreading healing vibes towards any situation and other people. The Dreamweaver. Oh, I love that card. The Dreamweaver allows us to bring information through from our higher self, not just for ourselves but to be able to help other people, because I feel like this green elephant is an elephant of service to others. Tiger. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave, and mighty forces come to my aid. Wow, look at this. And having a purpose, and the purpose of your life is the healing. And what is the gem within that is that by increasing what you're offering to other people, you're healing all the vibrations around you, and to really appreciate the power of that, to understand that other people can't do what you do. Travelling. Well, not everyone can do what you do. Well, they probably can, but they're not as good as you. Okay, everyone has got the ability to be a healing force of nature, but you've mastered it already, because just in your nature, that's who you are. Strolling through the world, spreading light and happiness and just feelings of goodwill. It's not even having to perform or be out there on the outer edges or in the centre of attention. You don't have to do that. You just have to carry on being who you are. And you've got this exciting card of travelling and going with the flow as well. And that is it, isn't it? The going with the flow business, being pleasing and soothing to any situation, makes you a pleasure to be around, so people will like having you around. Harmony with money. 6 and 7. Do you like that? 6 and 7 of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Put Hermit there because the Hermit is a person who keeps themselves to themselves, and they're indoors having their own healing. Right, this is a nice little trifecta, I was going to say, but I'm not actually sure what that means. It's having healing, being the healing person, needing the healing yourself, and knowing that you need the healing, but now you've been healed, looking outwards and thinking, what else is there for me? Like, what is there for me? And having all this anxiety and feeling as though, well, there is nothing there for me. But for your gem in your life and your purpose in life, what will help to heal you and help you to feel better is carrying on being who you are and healing other people, because you will just grow from strength to strength doing that. And then you will recognise one day the importance of love and the importance of being loving and caring and kind to other people, because you just don't know how many people you've helped with your behaviour and your actions and the way that you've been. You may never see the effect of a bit of kindness has on other people, but your whole nature says kindness and softness and strength. There's strength in caring. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, let's have a look at the Lilac Amethyst, shall we? Grace. Oh, is that your gem? Dear lovely spiritual purple elephant. Grace. Having the grace to know what? Guardian Angel card again, that came up yesterday. Having the grace to listen for your intuition. Okay, because this is the intuitive pack, isn't it? Oh wow, and again, mystified. Look at that. How spiritual are these cards for this spiritual psychic elephant? It is knowing, having the grace to know that you don't know everything. Okay, that is really, really something to be able to carry on in life, doing your thing, knowing that there's information that you haven't got, and there's people necessarily withholding information from you that you'd like to have, but you don't need it because you carry on doing your own thing. And the snow leopard brings self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Okay, so the gem here is to let the grace do the talking. You don't need to speak as much as other people would like you to speak, because every time you speak you seem to get yourself into trouble. Slowing down. I'm not saying that you should be silenced when there's something important. I'm saying that there are other people that would like to reel you into an argument, and you don't need to go that way. And experiencing. Look at this. Yeah, that's exactly it. Just experience your life and keep going. I'm thinking about that Elton John song, you know, where it says, have the grace to hold yourself when others all around are falling. Something like that it says, doesn't it? You know, about the Marilyn Monroe. This is you, having the grace to hold yourself even though you know that what's happened around you isn't right. The Ace of Wands, this is you having your ability to complete your own wish. The King of Cups, there's a source of love around you, and a Prince of Pentacles, and hard-working, ambitious person. So there's two people that have been influential in your life, and I feel these two people are coming up for you. There's one person who's very emotional and dreamy and living with their heart on their sleeve, and there's one person that's hard-headed and full of the ambition of materialism and money, and you just have to use your intuition to know which direction to go in. But you are going to have a choice to be made, and you're going to choose whatever it is that feels right for you. Very interesting. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Little passionate elephant. This is the passionate physical elephant. I suspect that these cards are going to be material, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Been known to be wrong. Don't mind being wrong. Being able to admit when you're wrong is a really powerful place to be, you know. Also, knowing that often you're right is great as well. Oh dear, where are you on that scale of right and wrongness, dear people? Because that is part of spiritual growth as well, isn't it? Knowing when to fold them and when to hold them, as they say. Another song sprung to mind, a poker. So the gem that comes from this little passionate elephant is the inspiration. Forgiveness. If you can manage to forgive somebody for something that you perceive they've done to you, not only would you find inspiration in your next move, but also you'd oh, I've got hiccups. It aggravates me. The idea of forgiveness aggravates me. I've got hiccups again. This always happens Dear YouTubers watch my channel, you know, when I get aggravated by the idea of something, I don't get angry, I get hiccups, which is really funny, isn't it? So for the Earth connections, that's a perfect card to come up for the elephant, which I donate as the physical one, the physical element of life. Okay, the bones of it all, the actual real, what we feel is real. That's what needs the gem for you to move, carry on moving forward like treacle. It feels like a very soft, not soft, but like clay, like mud, you know, like slow progress, as if you're sort of put one foot forward and you sink deeper into a quagmire that's getting worse instead of getting better. Penguin, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. Well, there's a bit of a rebel there. I'm not surprised to see this rebellious card come up for the red elephant. But what we've got here, there's two of these cards for this little elephant. One's sharing and one's the dream. Sharing is an amazing way to live your life, isn't it? Sharing your gifts, sharing any inspiration that comes to you. By giving it away, you multiply the good that comes back to you. And the dream, there's like something that you want, that you're looking for and wishing and hoping it comes to you. But you've got to have a dream before anything can come to you. You know, so being able to use inspiration, your gem is the idea that you've got the imagination to be able to create a new set of circumstances and a new future for yourself. And you use your mind to do that. So you have to heal your mind and let your mind run free and send your mind out to thinking thoughts of what can happen for me, and just leave it a blank slate. So what comes back to you is new information that helps you. The Knight of Swords. So this is a person in your past who's not been particularly helpful for you. Oh, and the Pain of Heartache. Look at this, the Three of Swords. Now, the Pain of Heartache, the gem of that, again, we've had this discussion, haven't we? You know what you don't want. I'm just going to put these over here because they are not consigned to history, and that's what this forgiveness is all about. They're not in the past, they're still in your present, not because these people are around or you're having this experience, but because you're a very deeply emotional person that feels things very deeply. So when you've been hurt, you haven't been hurt for a day or a week or a month. You get hurt for years, sometimes generations and lifetimes. And this is the trouble with this little passionate elephant that's got deep feelings. But it's also the gem, isn't it? The gem of feeling deeply means that when you do feel love and you feel full passionate love and fall in love with someone, you're really having a great time. You're having a high life because you're on a roll with that one. But then when it comes crashing down, you've got the price to pay. And the price to pay is the pain and the heartache, right? But the gem of that is, you know what heartache feels like. You know what feeling good feels like. You've had that experience of love. What is it they say? It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And also the person that now goes out looking for love now knows to look in different places. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.